Today I'm going to be roasting some green coffee beans. I get these beans from Roastmasters. I have been buying their beans for several years now. I tried a few dozen varieties of coffee from different suppliers, and after trying different roasting times, the one I like best is from Costa Rica. The Terrazzo is the best, but it's not always available. I buy the Swiss water decaf because caffeine makes me jittery, but I still like the flavor of coffee and a warm beverage in the morning. I roast my coffee very light, like before the first crack. I think all commercial coffee is over-roasted and bitter. I hate bitter coffee. The way I roast it, it's flavorful, warm, and nutty. The real coffee bean flavor comes through. With the Swiss water process, there's no chaff because it all gets washed off in the decaffeinating process. The first thing I do is weigh out 1 pound of beans. I have to be exact because this coffee company does not give you one extra bean in a 10-pound bag. This is my Behmor T0 9500T coffee roaster. I chose it because it can roast up to 1 pound at a time. Other machines that can roast a full pound cost 10 times as much. I've had this roaster for about 5 years. I use it every 2 to 3 weeks and roast 4 to 5 pounds at a time. The first thing I do is remove the chaff collector and the bean cage. Then I fill up the bean cage with the green beans. I like to turn the cage a few times to let the small bean fragments fall out. Then I put the cage in the machine, making sure the ends are engaged in the proper connectors. The right side goes into a hole that turns the cage, and the left side rests on a hook. Then I replace the chaff collector. Although decaf has no chaff, I like to use it to collect the small bits of beans that fall through the screen. Now I just press the number 1 button for 1 pound of beans and the start button. You can use the different programs and profiles, but I like to keep it simple. And that's all there is to it. There is a light inside in case you want to see what's going on during the roasting process. When the roasting is done, I remove the chaff collector and put the bean fragments in an airtight container. Then I remove the bean cage and pour the roasted beans in the jar. I put the bean cage and the chaff collector back in the machine and it's ready for next time. Here's a comparison of the beans I just roasted and some commercially available light roasted beans. You can see that my beans are even lighter than those.